Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
I want to ask you all a question. How do you fit the square peg into the round hole? Could you answer that for me?
You can.
You drill the hole and make it bigger?
That seems like a lot of work. Why not just put the square peg in the square hole?
Because we stupid. We wanted the kids who ain't at the same developmental age yet. You know how they do that test with toddlers?
No,
You know,
it's not that.
why can't
I don't even think it's that, Umoja. The answer that I would give is people don't understand there's multiple approaches. There's an alternative. You don't have to put the square hole in the circle. You could just put it in the square and it'd just be done. Like, there's always a simpler path.
Yeah, like why isn't the freshwater fish in salt water?
Because salt water is toxic for freshwater animals. Like that would kill them.
But maybe we should take the salt water and try to make it fresh. Do you see where I'm going with this?
You can, but that would take a lot of energy and effort. You would have to desalinate the water. You would have to create desalination plants.
And the question that any logical person would ask is why? Why go through all of that hard work to try to fit the square peg into the round holes? Are we going to get out drills and try to reshape the fucking circle to make it into a square? Why not just put the fucking square peg in the square hole? Why are we talking about trying to fit in with people that hate us? Why? What is this fascination with being around these people? And maybe, my thing is this. If that's what you want, I have no problem with that. Even though I think it's retarded, I think it's stupid, I have no problem because just because I feel something is dumb, I'm not going to impose my will on the rest of the world. So if somebody wants to stay in America, I have absolutely no problem with them doing that. What I'm saying is, and this is what I had told Umoja before, we got to be careful about who are we talking to. When we say we, who are we talking about? Because when I'm around y'all, BAIO members, we're not having these conversations. I'm not around Captain America Negroes. I'm not around militant integrationists. I'm not around Black Power Americans. So are we included in that? No. No. The only thing we got to do at this point is try to find people who think like us so we can connect with them and build and expand this movement of having our nation state.
And you know what? And to add to that whole up, you know what's really interesting and really funny is that these are the same people who they don't even have a uniformed ideology. When you ask them what their ideology is, it doesn't make any sense, and they can't sum it up in a single sentence. They always got to go on and on and on, and it's like if you can't explain your whole argument in a simple sentence, you don't have an ideology.
Yeah, it's like when you have a salesperson, when you over talking, then it comes across as being disingenuous. If the product is good, it sells itself. You don't have to talk my ear off about it. So when I hear you talking your ear off, then it makes me think I'm getting conned. That's how most people are. Like you ask somebody, what's our end game? Our end game is land, infrastructure, and nationhood. That's our end game. Short, concise, digestible, understood from 8 to 80.
Period.
You ask these do it right here people, what's your end game? You're gonna get a whole fucking diatribe
And
with a
that right
whole lot
there,
of moving parts.
that right there was what was the most attractive part of the BIO when I was introduced almost 3 years ago now, was there was a concept of an end game. Cause you see, and that's the thing when you say the we, like I heard the BIO, I read it, I heard a couple of videos, and I was like, oh shit, this is exactly what I've been thinking with myself and being told that I'm crazy and that I need to calm down. Made perfect sense to me. There was no need for discussion. Then I start asking around. So what is the end game here? Like, what is the goal here? And people will literally have none. It's literally just to keep fighting the fight and
Yeah.
say that you're revolutionary. Like
The
that's literally the
struggle,
end game.
And
the
see,
struggle continues.
even then, right? Even with our land infrastructure initiative, when people ask where, we already know where we want to establish it. We already know why, and we can answer it in a simple sentence. Like you can keep asking us questions, and we can answer it in a simple sentence. We don't have to keep rambling on. Like I told people here on the BAIO, I'm not a person who likes to talk a lot. I like to get to the point. I just don't like hearing myself talk.
Same here.
I'm to the point. Like that should not be your motto. You should not be the person who enjoys hearing yourself talk.
Yeah, we've had that before.
Yeah. But the social media culture today is every time something happens in the news, every time there's some celebrity gossip, let's do a video and talk about it. Let's do a live stream and talk about it. And it just keep people engaged in bullshit. That's not getting us anywhere, man. It's so sick. It's so sick. But you talk about land infrastructure and nationhood, that's not a very entertaining conversation unless you're excited about having power over your own self.
No, see, Umoja, even with those stuff, right? With those celebrity gossips and drama, right? They themselves they don't even end up anywhere either. They end up nowhere, and they end up badly. So even then, that's not even a good thing to talk about. There's no action being done. So like even then, that celebrity gossip is worthless. Chimamadu said that the question is, why would you want to be on equal footing with people who are already treated horribly by their own government?
Yeah, same, which gets back to my question, how do you fit the square peg in the round hole? It's like we keep having these conversations and it's like we're engaging in this nonsense. It's just nonsense. If we're going to talk about power, then we got to have a power base. And we're not going to have a power base in America. That is insanity. That makes absolutely no sense. There was a civil war in America to keep the Union together. What makes you think
They
you're going to
don't.
develop some separate state and it's going to be a black state too? They wouldn't even let them do it with a white state.
I just like I said before earlier in the live, unless you have a major foreign power that is right nearby that can help assist you, it ain't happening. Like I
Yeah,
said before, oh yeah, go ahead.
how are you going to prevent a black Wall Street from happening again?
You can't unless you have foreign defense.
No,
Like,
no. What you do is make opportunities for a specific amount of Negroes, most of them 6, 7, and up, to get millions of dollars, and you put them on platforms. And if they say anything to do with nationhood or anything to do about black people having power, you cut their head off. That's what you do. You just keep them happy. The reality of the situation of the Black American is that they got black people and black men and women exactly where they want them. They got us exactly where they want us. They got us keep on fighting a good fight, and they keep on saying, yeah, fuck you, you're still a nigger. And we keep on coming back to fight.
oh,
Keep on coming back to stay here. We keep on coming back to fight and say, no, this is our home. This is our land. They got black folks exactly where they want us. Like, let's be real. They got us exactly where they want us. We seem to forget that we're dealing with the enemy who is very smart when it comes to protecting their own interests. They're very wise on that. They've been planning ahead. Like Jabari keep on saying, we don't have people that plan. We don't plan. We don't plan. These people plan. These people planned America. These people planning all of this
Let
stuff that
me
goes.
let me let you in on a little spoiler. You can't even reach the planning stages until you first are an organized people.
How about that? How about that?
So it's like we want to skip steps. It's
And
like
here's my thing: you can't.
we're gonna talk about, oh, how we gonna win
And
the
even
Super
then,
Bowl and you ain't even got a
and
fucking
even
team.
and even then, in order for that to happen, you have to have a unified ideology, or you have to have a common ideology. Like you can assemble a team, but if you don't even have an ideology, you don't even have a team. You just have individuals. You don't have a team. So
Right.
even then, it's just mind-boggling. And then, like I said before,
Please
go ahead.
highlight that Ronin comment, please, because that says it all. That Ronin
That is unfortunate.
Ronin always dropping a bomb, though, ain't he? Bam.
Always.
Bam. Just like that.
You can't compare to the status right here. Legendary worldwide, we can battle right here. Listen, Junior, I'ma tear back your wig. This ain't TV, but I'll show you what a fear factor is. Stop grilling me, and all that fronting is killing me. You leave me no choice but to hurt your feelings, G.
About to slap rappers around,